there is a third.
He's arrived, alive,
I do
and
not have much more
unfolded
beyond
from
that.
karate. I had you putting up your motorcycle and the horse, because Trace gave him the horse patch that he had and the wand of healing.
And after what happened before with, like, staying out of place, I decided, like, a little mechanism to, like, warn me if someone broke into my room at all. Like, I attached the whip up to, and attached the cowbell to it, and attached it to the door.
A good question about that, because they have some tinting, but, like, it's mainly for the guards and such. It would be up to you to figure out how you set up for the night. They do not have, like, board in the room.
Yeah, I pull out my own. This is just a makeshift camp, secure location. Your resting requirements are what you provide. We do have some cover because of the wagon. You can either sleep inside or underneath of it.
Under the wagon. He can sleep anywhere.
Me and myself I got tents, but I'm not even going to bother with that. I'm going to throw out bedroll and underneath the wagon. Hopefully it doesn't rain.
I'm even, like, occasionally just checking around, like, with the night vision and stuff.
Right, Jason? Hopefully.
Just underneath it.
Oh, we already rolled.
Oh, no.
It was just a calm, normal storm.
Not even a storm, just a
wind.
Calm wind.
Windy.
It could have been very weird.
So it was a nice wind.
Oh,
it was just kite weather.
Yeah.
Literally a nice warm temperature. You just fly a kite and go, oh, what a wonderful day.
Well, like raining acid or
something.
They're getting smart.
Thanks to me, those days are, well, not behind us.
Unless you want to
just
add
less behind us.
I erased the one that they previously rolled. If you want to add one to it for the next time that we go ahead.
Oh yeah, raining cats and dogs.
It was the only empty one. I handed it to you.
Just that there's one empty one. You're not allowed looking at what everybody else drew.
So you guys go ahead and rested for the night. There seems to be no problem as they close up the doors. The guards go and patrol.
Don't need to do guard detail today. Yay.
It's super nice. You get a full rest. You will regain all your hit points. Not hit points, your hit dice, and if you want to roll hit dice to regain hit points.
Let's see if you get that. If you get it.
Oh, we rolling for this next day?
Remember that?
Because that is actually the thing.
You never saw for your parents?
Okay. I don't remember that particular thing happening for my parents. It's been a while.
Like Timmy has insomnia?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I wish. Like, he's, like, sleep wishing.
Yeah.
I remember that episode. I love it.
That episode's so ridiculous.
Now, Ramon, how is your hit points for your character? Because you could have regained some for yesterday and today.
I've really been injured yet.
I don't think you were hit.
No.
It was really Rails and Shambles that were messing with that one lady.
No way. I remember the complete plot of that episode. In fact, I think he felt like very guilty of like sleeping, and he was guilt wishing. Right. Because he freed the goat chomping.
Minimum of what I have.
Whenever he was wishing, they
were uncontrollably.
Yeah.
I think he chose not to use the wand. He was using Goodberry and his Sickles ability.
That was awesome.
I don't have him here to confirm that, so I'm going with worst case scenario. I'd rather be safe than sorry.
I love the old voice actor.
Rather you be sorry.
What the max of ones get besides.
Like, what does say really like 7 or 8?
He eventually got a different voice.
It was like 1 a day.
Yeah, well, no, you roll a d6 plus 1 to get recharges.
Nobody remembered Cosmo when he started, but he wasn't that stupid.
He wasn't.
He was like a car salesman is what it was inspired by.
And then one episode, I don't know if it was the one that he has to go to.
It's like the first 3, and then they were like
to the doctor or something.
Okay.
He literally gave birth to a baby.
Then he was like really stupid. Doctor's like, listen, Cosmo has a little bit. guess, condition. She's like, he's so stupid. And she's like, I knew that.
Okay, so you rested the day, you regained hit points.
I did 1 hit die and got a 4.
Okay, that is nice. So, you'll awaken, get up, set up all your things. I'm assuming you're going to have some sort of meal with your rations. Horse is all taken care of and can stay put. One of the guards the same guard that talked about you procuring barrels, will say, okay, everybody ready to head out?
Yep.
As that happens, and before they have opened up their first gate, you hear just a pound, gunk, gunk, gunk.
Before that, sorry. Do you get the hammer back? Do you have in possession at least?
I don't know if I was allowed because, like,
I'm supposed to be the last guy who had it for investigation purposes.
oh, okay.
So I can give it to you back.
I would like to have access to it. I'll deal with that later.
Okay.
Right now, I'm going to have some fun. Later.
He did eventually, for some reason, start learning Draconic. That was
I
weird.
remember that.
That was weird, okay. So the door's knocked on, be like, he's already here, and then the main guy is, setting up, his coat and cloak kind of thing. You're like, okay, yeah, this is a routine. Everybody stand in attention. And be like, oh, okay, sorry, guys. They go up in attention, and they open up their gates. Someone's up on the wall, open the gates, and there is a man that walks up and he kind of brushes himself off. Like, oh dear, this is trouble. Do you really have to have this teleportation ward on set? And there's just he's kind of floating off the ground, maybe by 2 inches. He's wearing nothing but dark leathers. He has a scarf made out of black robe cloth, and there's even very rectangle chain that goes around that. Just chains like the scarf, just not around.
It's at times like this. I've always wished I had a blowpipe with small paintballs to sneak attack.
Oh, unfortunately, Trace had half of that.
Dang it.
He's also in hand. There is about, being dragged across the ground, there's about a footlocker-sized metal steel box.
Finally, someone with a similar fashion sense to me. I say, full on,
The leader of this particular place will be like, oh, yes, yes, emissary, Durman Ketter. It's like, yes, this way. Unfortunately, we have to have the teleportation stuff. We don't want just, I don't know, a rogue dragon to appear in the middle of our capital. Just the whole on-foot thing is just so uncouth. He's kind of he's a drow elf in this black. It's like, oh, you have guests. Oh, I didn't know this was a bed and breakfast. It's like, you can just continue. I guess you have word with the headmaster. It's like, yes. Anybody want to approach?
So, I got lost a little bit.
Yes.
Is it the drow, the one who's talking to us?
The drow is talking to the head of the little fort, not talking to you guys. He is making clearly.
We were heading east, and we ran into a small makeshift fortress. Basically, it's a secure checkpoint, and we rested there for the night.
It's close to this teleportation ward that kind of protects part of the.
It's a good spot for travelers to be safe before they move on their travels. So, I mean, you're going to have merchants and stuff like that utilizing all the time.
Okay, so before we interact with one of those, we interact with each other. So what is the plan right now? Where are we going? I know
The original plan was going through the Claymore fields and then heading down the shore to the Coral Grove and trying to find one of the druids that works at the Kelp Keep to guide us there and guide us through it to eventually get to Dilver Drive.
Do we know how long it's gonna be? Because we need to
It's going to be a couple weeks easy.
easily.
Some of these won't be just like, oh, a bunch of adventure. There could be points where it'd be like, and a week has passed.
So how good are we in healing potions and stuff?
Healing items, as long as we don't get too crazy, we should be fine. The biggest problem that we ran into is we lost our water supply.
Because that was the druid. That was Trace.
So we're gonna need a good one.
So we are working on securing more water for the travels.
Are you a wizard? Like, can you?
Transmutation, we did
Transmutation,
roll
yes.
that he probably could. You'd have to give up a material of equal or greater value for it to stay water and not just go back. We did deem that the oil thing's fine long as
Other
it's a
than that,
carbon.
divine casters actually do have a very specific spell of create water.
Yeah, they're way better than that.
So-
that spell.
That is,
There
see
is
how
a-
we lost our divine caster. Now we have to utilize knowledge and thought process resources, and the well here is dry, so we're going to go secure a few extra barrels of water nearby.
You know what is funny right now? You're a wizard. You're a rogue. We wizard. And I'm an engineer. We wizard. We're all three intelligence-based characters.
I am not intelligence based. I'm dex based.
Well,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean?
Well, you got that right. +3 in intelligence.
So we need a really dumb cleric.
Either that or the straight pure BDS.
Or how to say, like a sorcerer with the deep ocean deep bloodline. We need water. You're water. Come on, Aquaman.
I've got
The
an
water
idea for probably reserving like our water supply. I just need to find something. Maybe we'll find it in the cave.
Do we need like a barrel?
We got access to barrels.
They're essentially getting barrels to check what's up with the well. but
By the way, you
we
don't
kinda
mind
know.
onions, do you?
Oh my what?
Onions.
Yeah.
Well, the barrels smell like onions.
No, they can be cleaned out.
Yes, they can.
Even the salt one could be easily cleaned out and still properly preserve water. Anyways, how else are you going to get your electrolytes? I mean,
So the plan is make Gatorade.
Could I transmute? Could I transmutate something into pure electrolyte?
that's kind of complicated, but you are trying to make fuel too, so.
Now you're just going to be a Jamba Juice. Fruits and vegetables. Transmutate.
On my
Blender
knowledge-
noises.
On my knowledge, there's no spell where
I have
you
the
can
eight.
put electrolytes.
There isn't a stat for electrolytes either.
I mean,
But we can
just-
roll it as like you maintain your water a little longer than usual.
We
Maybe.
might have to run an adventure where there will be a diabetic wizard in the party that I'm going to have him roll for his blood sugar level.
Instead of route check, like in Vampire, diabetes check.
And each time he literally just has to like prick like a finger and just
Be
With his wand, click.
Give me a
Glows, it's
diabetes
good.
check.
close a color.
You're feeling dizzy right now.
Game mechanics you didn't ask for. That's just the entire book that I do. Okay, we're off.
No, it's really bad. If you get anemic diabetic, how
Well,
do you test yourself at that point in time?
man, And then you're allergic to metal. So no needles. It has to be plastic or something.
No, boy, splinters.
Wood. Okay, so are
That'd be bad if you were a fairy.
Down this rabbit hole. Let's go further.
Okay, so see, if you want to make Gatorade, we should find some salt.
We got
We
salted
got
pork.
salt
one of them
barrel,
was a
onion flavored
was a
Gatorade.
jerky.
Ugh.
Maybe I can find cloves or something in the forest.
We can make it like a tea base. Hey, I'm drinking green tea Gatorade. That would be weird.
Yeah, this gives you a
It tastes like potato.
after drinking it, you get a hour
Well,
long
we would
one
actually
boost to intelligence.
we
'cause
would
it's
act-
tea.
we would actually get a proper niche if you made it wasabi flavored. It would still sell.
Alright, so
All right, it's up to you to either communicate with any of the people here, the emissary, whatever, or church will actually take you to the cavern that leads down.
I will recommend you asking if there will be any scroll, any way you can learn how to create water. To one of the emissaries. Whatever.
That would be actually pretty viable in this kind of world.
Even a book. It's special will be like the book of water. I don't know.
Look at water.
Yeah. The book of water bending. Something.
Maybe I would be able to transmute the water out of plants.
Transmute sand to what? No, just kidding. That will be OP.
I know you guys are discussing that, but do you wish to talk to the emissary about that?
Talk to the emissary?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, might as well.
Like a
Ask
there's a
about the,
library or a scholar or something.
There is a
that-
wizard here that has a decanter of endless water, but
The decanter of endless water?
it's up to you if you want to talk to the wizard, you want to talk to the emissary, you can talk to both, but
Well-
the emissary is
We should go
heading out
to
now.
the wizard. And since we all three are wizard based, see if we can learn it.
I'm fine.
And he's fine.
Okay, so you want to go to the wizard as because the okay.
Yeah,
Whatever.
we should go there.
So the wizard has his own little tent. It's got like a starry night sky kind of thing going on. He is a stereotypical kind of wide-eyed, unkept wizard. Hair over his elven ears. Like, yes, how can I use strangers? Is there anything? Yes?
May we procure something about maybe like a water?
Oh,
Base style water spell or something like that.
I mean, I only have what the academy has provided me. This a decanter of in this. That's kind of out of our normal range. It's normally a divine caster thing, and we just don't do the whole cleric.
How much was it? 16?
Oh, you're persuading?
No, I was just rolling for something else.
Okay.
Oh.
Anybody want to try to persuade him out of his decanter?
Well, I'm not
Don't worry
I'm
about
gonna
it,
ask-
guys.
I'm gonna ask him an offshoot question. Is it possible to transmute blood into water?
Oh.
Oh, aren't you the grim one there?
You don't know.
The efficacy of doing that while that they're still alive is very questionable. There may be some use for it if you get a large enough blood outside of the body, but it would probably take. Just say the individual would no longer be alive either. There may be.
Well, they're dead anyways.
Well, also, there is there cactus in the desert? Obviously, this one.
Yes. You maybe if you came from that direction, that yes, there are cactuses. It would require some sort of refinement because you can't just drink the. It's actually very drying to just take cactus juice. You would have to refine it in some
What
way.
about maybe if I learn something from that spell and make like an invention so I can take out some water from there?
Yeah, it's called a juicer. I mean, wait.
No, I know there's mechanics for that, and you get to make different magical artifacts that emulate spells. I would allow some sort of like water bending out of it would destroy whatever it's pulled. If you would, I do not know how many of those devices you can make. I know there's a limit, but if you would want to take the time and resources,
Why I need gold? Mostly it's gold.
I think mostly it's gold to substitute for just any random object.
I decided to also see like what kind of spells he might have on hand for like maybe necromancy while I'm there.
Me too.
He would say, "Oh, I'm more of a divination school wizard. You know, Eldramorny does not have a necromancy class. That's normally not tasteful."
Right, Josh?
Huh?
Oh, I have a divination. You suck.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
You also know that's a complete lie, but
It's a complete lie, yeah.
you're calling him out on it or no?
Call on it. Challenge him. Challenge him.
I'm not calling him out on it. Just
Remember-
in case that teacher
remember,
that I've been
respect-
learning from doesn't want to be well known.
Right, Jason? Respect, obedience.
Now that's a whole thing. I do believe you guys have the sending stone with you.
Yes.
You may not
I
have the
something.
frequency you could roll to try to talk to get access to him. Like it would, because you do not have the exact frequency, you would have to roll to determine if you
This is very
can.
good.
So I'd have to roll to determine if I could
Donate one.
communicate.
Yeah, it would be I think a percentile. It's going to be a D100, which is going to be these two.
Okay.
No, not those two. Those are two different colors.
And I believe
I get the
higher is less good. And then there's a range where you could have a likewise individual.
I think
Or
it
get
has
someone
three
else.
different colors.
24.
24.
That's a nice low number.
You would access and you could communicate yet again. It's in 25 words something. You would know that you have tethered in to yet again the necromancy teacher. You would have access to him. You can give him 25 words to explain via your messaging stone.
What channel are we in? 5, 6?
Huh?
What channel are we in? 5, 6?
How many different channels that we
Yeah.
access? You have Rain, you have Roland, you have would be channel 4, because then you have what's now Shambles. And
Should I spread the word of the teachings of necromancy? Just a simple question of like,
Listen,
do you want to be known?
Josh. We don't need that channel for Shambles. He can stay with.
Okay. You're like, oh, Rails, my good buddy. Wasting way too many words. If you're in the school, nah.
Send water. ASAP.
He already said it though. He didn't say anything about the water. We're learning a necromancy spell that could get water out of blood.
I doubt. I doubt he could be able to send water on a sending stone.
But I hear you're going east. Proved.
Are you sure you don't want to learn water magic or something? Listen, this is what you have to do. You learn water magic. And then
I
you ask.
can't.
And then you ask.
I can't.
Ask the hammer.
This is going on in the background, like outside the tent.
And they teach you, dragon breath or something like that. And then you
Do you see? That's what the best I can do. This whole poof, there it is.
Ooh,
Yes, I can pull stuff out of my pockets that should not be there.
You sound like that
But
mage from
That's
the movie.
later. Right now, let's go explore. Trust me, guys. Let's just go explore this cave, secure what water, then see about moving on.
Okay.
All right.
Trust me on this.
All right.
I think we got our information.
Yeah. Divination
Blood in the water,
magic.
here we come.
That's learn.
Blood in the water. Here we go.
All right, so you leave that. You see that.
So, damn it.
What?
You turn. That's completely and utterly reversed. Normally, you turn water into wine,
Like
and
Jesus.
it's supposed to represent blood. So you're turning blood into water. So it's supposed to. Oh wait. Let's not go down that route. Let's not go down that route.
Well, you also did not get to see what the necromancy spell. You could have just turned it into wine. It reverses it.
Yeah, I'll figure it out once I
And the
transform.
more drunk the person is when they die, the more wine.
Could we?
They're gonna be more drier.
Are we borrowing? How many
It's
barrels?
Perfection.
How many barrels are we borrowing anyway?
2
Be
to
the
3
drunk
should
would
be
be the
fine.
age of the individual.
We can use that.
But no, guys. Trust me.
Okay. Wait.
Just our water supply issues will be handled.
Okay. So let's go to the cabin.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so
Let's go.
so
Also, when I practice positioning, I'm going first on the line. One second, right behind me. And you right behind him. You're the range space.
Oh,
Okay? And you're like, you can perception and all that, so you're gonna be in the middle.
When did we make him leader?
it's me.
Hey, it sounds good anyway, the plan.
I'll let it slide this time.
But I'm not in the mood for questioning a guy who rides a steel horse
What
that I still don't completely understand.
Oh, he's still going to make me a whole bunch of money, but
Yes.
that's besides the point.
That's a side mission. Side quest.
You do you.
Okay, so let's go to the cabin. I mean, you're still leader because you're the one who said, hey,
it's your training from your background. There's
Yes.
like you're used to the rigid. This is what we got to do to stay
Military
alive in
days,
such
yeah.
a
positioning, formation.
and it's such a dangerous situation where you don't want to screw up because then
Yeah.
everybody die.
And he is the least tank. At least he has better AC.
Well, currently with how much AC you actually have to do your armor, that's actually a lot. But oh well.
Well, right now my AC is 15 when I take half acid damage.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
technically, he is the tank of the party
I got 21
for health.
AC.
You have 21
Yeah,
armor?
I got more
Well,
armor than
it's-
Roland.
all right, he's the damage outputter of the party. Let's say that.
Yeah, so that's why you're
I
behind.
shatter away.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you gotta step out church, which is the current member of this routine, is like, you ready to go?
Yes.
You see the emissary slide out the back door, essentially. Like, okay, so he goes in about an hour, not even an hour, it's about a 30-minute journey outside this the encampment. Sorry, it's kind of overgrown. And he's pushing through stuff, and there's eventually a small cavern, single file kind of cavern. It's like, well, this is how we access the well from here. It's an above ground access. And anybody got and elves got their own thing. Everybody good with light?
Yeah, I've got dance on lights.
It's like I haven't been here in probably 2 years. And he goes like, oh, watch out for the must and mold. It's kind of a problem as he's walking you down kind of it's like a 45-degree angle. He's bracing himself. Does anybody want to give me that wants to try a perception check?
I have dark vision.
Maybe anybody that happens to have a proficiency with perception.
Yeah,
That means you get to roll your d20 twice and then take the highest.
15 and an 18.
So you'll take the 18. As you're going down, you start noticing again this purple mold on parts of the walls. It has a slightly sickly sweet smell to it as you're passing through.
Would I be able to identify like what kind of mold? it
Well,
is?
how much was your perception?
I didn't roll for perception.
You'd have to have someone tell you that it's
I
there.
I got investigation.
I'm playing out very down here than should be.
Okay.
Yeah, and since I was pointing out, you can do ahead. You can both give me an investigation or nature check.
21.
I got, I guess, 9?
Was it investigation or nature that you went with? Investigation.
Yeah.
With the investigation, you'll definitely be able to point out the mold, the odd smell. But due to this being more of a native floral thing, that it pulls alarm to you, but you have no like historical background with it for being.
Especially my
Space.
character
Yeah.
doesn't know about this word.
But you're 21. You've looked at this and you swear you've heard of this mold before. This is called a Dispur mold.
Despair mold.
Yes, it is a mold that feeds on the lingering effects of like pain or misery normally. You may have heard some whispers of that actually in Eldramorny, where like it's
Sounds
a
like
odd.
good necromancy type mold.
It definitely sounds like a kind of thing that I would look into.
Church be like, yeah, I don't remember that so much being here. I'm gonna take samples.
Yeah, I'll take like samples if I have like anything to use.
Oh, can I ask
I
you what
like-
it is?
Where it went with you versus where my old gamer instincts kicked in. He said mold, colored a purple.
Purple mold.
Oh, Mm. That would be me turning around and leaving.
It is a thing.
It is a bad thing.
Okay, I will need either some sort of sleight of hand check or
Oh, this thing is alive?
all molds are alive.
Yes.
This
Not-
isn't a problem.
Not like Resident Evil 7 alive? The mold?
If you need stuff secured, you know who to talk to. That guy. I mean,
So go ahead and give me a.
You're gonna tell me what it
Was
is?
that a sleight of
Yeah, I'm
hand
gonna
check?
explain that to you, like what it is and all that.
Because,
Like,
remember,
Okay.
it could be valuable for like
I'm an artificer. I probably
potions and stuff.
put it on a bottle or something.
oh, you mean
Yeah.
this stuff? I rolled a 1 for sleight of hand plus 10.
Oh, so
It's
you just
11.
go in.
Literally 11. You mean this
Okay,
stuff?
you get an 11, but as you do, you see like the particulates fall off this thing and just fill the particular air. I want everyone to do a wisdom
Oh no.
check. You probably got disadvantage.
Oh,
For being-
disadvantage to roll twice.
Yeah, take the lowest.
I got a straight
Uh.
up 16.
Same here, 16.
12.
12. Okay, it fills along as the guide's like, that's a bad eye. Vision go kind of dark. You two can sense that you're that this is kind of like a more of a lucid dream situation. All of you find yourselves you can tell that you're not really there, but you're in a metal chair. There's like some sort of thing hooked to your particular head. There is a elf or a human, kind of standing up near an illuminated wall. And you'd say, okay, questions.
Oh,
Struggle to try to get free. You feel like you're almost smaller, like you're a child at the moment. And then you would see up on the illuminated screen, there'd be like looks like a table with grapes. He says, what colors are these grapes? I want you guys to give an answer. No rolls.
No rolls.
did we even see the
Purple.
grapes?
There is kind of like a hologram or a projection. And you say purple.
Red.
Ah, fine. Maybe we're getting somewhere. Next question.
Where are we? In Silent Hill in one of those places?
Hey, chill. Please complete the pattern. And you see a square and a triangle, a square and a triangle. What's next?
Square?
Good. Fine. Good.
That would be a fine circle.
Let's get another question out. Maybe this is, there's like whispers. Maybe this is finally working. It's like, says, what color is the sky?
What time of day is it?
That depends.
I give like a particular question back.
Wrong answer. And then
Wait. Hey, he answered. Why you answer?
blue. Just you feel shocks go straight through your whole body, and you take 7 points of electrical damage.
Blue.
Okay, fine.
It's light blue, but it's because of the reflection of the ocean. But it actually doesn't have a color.
It'd be like, what? That one has been rather strange.
Remember, I'm from space.
Do you say this?
No. That would be funny. You wait, what?
Another question. What's 2 plus 2?
4.
Final question. If a caravan is leaving Eldrimorny to Delverdive, and a sorcerer is teleporting at the same time, what would be the difference between their arrivals?
Whoever casts first.
Just wipe them out, keep that one, and then you flash back, you're in the cave, dripping of water. Like, anybody taste metal, says Church. Be like,
Is it blood?
oh crap, bit my tongue.
So, I'm back. North.
Yeah, you're
Anyone
standing
else
in the cave.
have a interesting blackout session?
Did anyone else see a teacher and then feel some shock go through their body?
I didn't feel anything like that.
I answer all the questions correctly.
I answered a question with a question. He didn't. Like
That's
it.
not correct.
No. I answer with.
But what if it's a
The-
trick question, like the sky at night?
And that would have been stated. The trick question was the final one.
Yeah. He's like whoever
Smart
cats
ass
first.
hallucination, I have to say.
So wait, that was the whole purple thingy? The mole?
Church would say, yeah, I mean, it kind of recreates whatever misery is around. I mean, I remember some back when in my schooling, it's just a lot of people being depressed about home life stuff. But
So
this
now
is...
I'm like, we need
Also,
more
what
of this
ability to
stuff.
physically handle that with just your bare hands?
Josh,
That's pretty bad.
Josh, my character's gonna be like, we need more of this stuff.
Yeah.
I'll be like,
Yeah,
have
I
some?
need a sleight of hand check to just make sure everything's
Oh.
not volatile.
I am standing back from what he's doing at this
Yeah.
point.
Since you're using some sort of artificing tools, I could give you an advantage with Take the highest out of 2. Was that really bad?
It's worse. No. Yes. Can we take the 7 plus 3?
That's worse than my roll, and
Yeah.
I need an
Would I
advantage.
be able to save it by transmuting it into just vines that do nothing?
That's more
Something.
polymorph than transmutation.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
is
because
not polymorph.
it is a living thing.
These guys hate me.
As you are getting some of this in, I'll only make the punishment on you. You're back in the metal chair. It's like, you were the most promising one. It's like,
I got a question. Are you the purple mole? Are you even sentient?
He's questioning his
People
own
go-
existence.
people go, the person is like, oh, it must have been just a fluke. You take 7 points of electrical damage as it shocks you back.
Did we see anything just from
No.
the outside?
You see his eyes go wide, he scraped in, and he stops, and it's like about a good 5 minutes as the question is given to him in the head, and he's just... And then he's suddenly, okay. Bottle.
Okay, no more touching of weird substances on the walls. Let's move on.
Well, I wasn't even trying.
He's like,
Clearly, you touched it with your bare hand.
I'm not used to handling. Well, now that I know what's going on, I can be a little bit more prepared for it.
that was funny. You mean this?
What a learning lesson. Let's move on.